I'm really excited to be here, and I would love to tell you everything there is to know about Washington State initiatives, but fortunately for both of us, there isn't time. Initiatives started in Washington State over 100 years ago because folks believed that their legislature was in the pocket of big business and the wealthy. Anybody catch a little irony there? The initiative spending in Washington State has skyrocketed, and in 2010, a record was set that we haven't come anywhere near close to since, of over $60 million being spent on 5 initiatives. One of those initiatives was the first attempt of Costco to privatize liquor sales. Another one was the 2/3 majority, and a third, and then in 2011 we spent about $39 million finally passing the privatization of liquor, and also removing the tax on candy and sodas. So great benefit there. The initiative in 2012. Actually, I'm sorry, last year in the November election, another record was set when we spent, or the state saw the expenditure of over $28 million against an initiative. When you're spending that much money, it's clearly not a grassroots project anymore. In fact, it costs about $1 million just to get the signatures you need to get on the ballot. So what does the initiative do anyway? Lots of times, very good things, but finding out what they are is a real challenge. The Office of Financial Management has a responsibility of putting an impact statement in the voter's guide. And if you just look at the bottom 2 lines of this, you will see what I saw time after time after time as I looked at initiatives in the voter's guide. The impact is indeterminate, but not 0. That doesn't help me much. Also, initiatives have a tendency to conflict with existing legislation, and that candy and soda initiative is one of the ones that removed a tax that had almost just been passed in Washington State. Another initiative was the class size initiative, which passed but hasn't been able to be funded yet. And there's a very good chance it'll be on our ballots again in November. So what can we do? Well, a group of us got together and decided that what we could do is make good and sure that accurate, unbiased information came to the voters about Washington initiatives. So Responsible Choices decided that we're going to create the first Citizens Initiative review in Washington State. It's happening in Oregon, it's working in Oregon, we're gonna try it here. We gathered together about 25 citizens from all over Washington State who match voters in Washington demographically, geographically, and kind of therefore, as a result, politically. They are gonna spend up to 4.5 days learning everything they ever dreamed they wanted to know and probably more about initiatives. They're also going to learn the deliberative process, how to ask open-ended questions, how to press for answers. And then both sides of the committees on one particular initiative will present their stories to them, take questions, and then rebut each other's stories. They'll also have a chance to kind of subpoena their own experts. So maybe they'll choose a constitutional lawyer or an economist who's willing to take a risk and make some projections. After all that, they're going to deliberate, make a decision, and vote on the initiative they've looked at. They'll write a majority and a minority statement that gets at why the initiative is important, what the key factors are, and why they voted the way they did. Then it will be our responsibility to get that information in front of the legislature and in front of Washington voters. And if you want to learn more, please go look at our website at responsiblechoiceswa.org.